What's up, powerful people? My name is Eli, you can call me Super Kid, and I'm here to welcome you to part 24 of Disco Elysium here on Super Kid Plays Powerful People. If you're excited for today's episode, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, ring the notification bell, leave any comments you have for me in the comment section, and please share this video with anybody you think would like it. Powerful people, we have examined or investigated one room in here. Let's check this. It smells like leather and sweat. I get that. Anything else? Okay, looks good. We shall head through here to the next area. The hallway is blocked by old window panes and debris. All right. A large demijohn of strange liquid. What is a demijohn? Wild animals stare at you in the dark, stuffed and mounted. Okay. Airship rotors covered in spider webs. They remind you of blades. Well, they are blades. Oh, some more money. Excellent. A naked mannequin torso, strange yellow color. But where are the clothes it used to display? Good question. Blue velvet. Ooh, good movie. Soft to the touch. Moth bitten. Some more money. Hell yeah. What's in this room? Steel rotor blades bearing a Slipstream logo. Production schedule, filament memory. Okay. Skis with Slipstream painted or printed on the laminated top layer. Is there anything else in here? No. Blackboard with an elf guy on it. Project Dread board. Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in scribbles, sketches, and schemes like some ancient cave mural. Some of the writing is faded with age, but you can still make out sections here and there. Photos and drawings have been pinned to the board. Inspect the drawings. These lithe, pointy-eared creatures appear to be different types of welkins. You make out autumnal candle welkins casting wax-based magic. Translucent welkins with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins hailing from the vast emptiness of sidereal space. Sidereal space? Don't know. One of the welkins, towering among the rest, appears to be different, however. Examine the welkin. This is important. It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin. His face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-welkin races will be purged. The Hulder, the Dweorg, the humans, and even the headless men. All of them purged. Imagine a world filled only with welkins. Green welkin, dread welkin, and the high welkin to rule them all. The lieutenant can't help but comment. An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little welkin creatures. Why would anyone spend so much time on this? Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game. Who are these creatures? Who drew them? Are they real? I have so many questions. This looks like concept art for a project. It's not really real. One of them is a welkin supremacist. Political commentary. That one has a great beard, too. The lieutenant nods at the welkin's facial hair. Well, this has been educational. Let's move on from the welkins. Just look at those details. So much effort. Inspect the photos. The photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see permafrost and glacial landforms, dead trees groaning under the snow. Entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. These are pictures of settlements on dried-up riverbeds abandoned in a storm. Animal corpses in the dark. Carcasses and bones. Jesus. Albeit dark and cold, this vision also feels cozy in its own way. Like eggnog or morphine. A much-needed respite from our own world. A pinned postcard reads, "The heat death scenario, a desperate fight for geothermal energy engulfs the world as Wirral becomes untethered from its sun, drifting through the universe." Very cool idea. Inspect the schedule. This is a monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like sprint, daily minimi, and GPI span the marker-drawn grid, the grand scheme of production and money. It looks a bit like an academic calendar, only much more brutal. So much pain. Back pain, neck pain, headaches, carpal tunnel, chest pain. No gym membership can make up for working in this manner. Keep reading. What happened? As time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow rarer and rarer. The board becomes an empty snowfield in the final days. Only failure and regret dwell in this region. Damn. The lieutenant looks at the frigid ice field of nothingness and concludes, looks like they didn't make it. It does look that way. I just wanted to see how much experience I had. 75 out of 100. A note in the bottom left corner of the chalkboard says, "See the production schedule filament for details." Didn't we just find that? Inspect the notes. The handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out 3 slogans. Call in, tune out, we're all untethered, and heat death of the universe. The full text reads, "Heat death of the universe is the new black." Another note says, "The biggest advancement in role-playing systems since the 30s. Outside, a cold wind wraps the building in its bosom. Snowflakes in the wind. An old woman passes what the locals call the doomed commercial area. She tries hard not to look at the bookstore windows. It's unwise." Damn. All right. This appears to be some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart and a wired framework. The keyboard has a rectangular on-off button. A piece of paper still hangs from the printer. "A radio computer," says the lieutenant, watching you circle around the machine, "just sitting here without anyone in sight." He sounds surprised and a bit cautious. What he means is that these things cost money. Why would anyone just leave it behind? This is the REM Civic radio computer model RC5120, equipped with a field mainframe and a REM-compatible printer. Do you think I should turn it on? We have one of these down at the station, but I never really learned how to use it. Turn on the machine. The machine lights up like some prehistoric animal stirring from its slumber, revealing virescent play and print keys on the keyboard. The hatch on the machine's central compartment is wide open. Look inside the compartment. It's empty like a beehive without its brood. Some cables have been left dangling, disconnected. The filament you have would fit perfectly inside the compartment. Insert the production schedule. Like a smooth drawer, the filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking. Press play. A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. A sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. Oh no. It was already glowing and now it's also making a sound? It's probably some alien sealite technology. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air. "Good morning, Fortress Accident on Rue de Saint-Ghislain. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?" What's the production schedule? "The filament you have inserted into the reader. You mean that glowing thing I put inside?" "Yes. Is it the production schedule?" "Yes." "Good. Please repeat the password." "This is the police. Please open this thing." The voice recites, I am contractually obligated to protect the privacy of the filament holder fortress accident. Without filing a warrant with Lintel, I cannot give you access to this filament. I'm afraid we're not doing that unless we want to wait for a month. Now, can you please repeat the password? The voice in the machine asks again. She sounds cold and in the damp air. I don't know the password. Received. I will register this login attempt. That sounds bad. A login attempt? Something a criminal would do. Don't worry, passwords have a way of turning up sooner or later. Fortress accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? That's all for now. Press off silent. Thank you and goodbye. The old lady's voice disappears along with the static. Tiles on the cube are still smoldering, casting the framework in a soft glow. Fluorescent play and print keys shine on the keyboard. Press print. Nothing happens. Remove the production schedule. The filament slides out of its glowing nest. Leave. Let's check this out. Frequency fireplace. This old fireplace is covered in lines drawn in blue and red marker, the mesh spreading over the stone like blood vessels on alabaster skin. It looks ghostly and strangely ancient. What am I looking at? Radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6, UKV 123.7, 23.9. Some written notes, too. Sparse and cryptic. Radio frequencies for what? Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system, split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced. Of course. Narrow your eyes. The anatomy of the curse. Perhaps the web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart titled The Game Master Frequency. A note says, this one can listen in on any station it wants. Looks like a surveillance program. They must have had a massive air width. These things don't come cheap. Wait, who's the game master? Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people. If it's a game, then who's playing? Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station, it looks like. A list of names under the station suggests people across 6 Iolas would be playing. Mundi, Insulinda, Katla, Grad, Samara, and even Ilmara. My God, the lieutenant leans closer, his finger tracking the maddening rhizome. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. The cost of air width alone must have been huge. Exactly. He nods at the calendar on the chalkboard, wiping his marker-stained finger clean against his jacket. This schedule, I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding. What else? Nothing. It's just lines on marble, an echo from times long gone. No one has used the fireplace in ages. I believe that. Oh, we'll talk to Lieutenant Kim in 1 second. Scribbled across a notebook, developers of the most advanced RPG in the universe.
Okay. What do you think is going on?
I love how
computer, chalkboard, and fireplace.
Why am I shining the light directly in your face? I'm sorry. Okay, what do you think is going on with the computer, chalkboard, and fireplace? Right. It looks like an undercover counterintelligence program. No, that's not it. I think the lieutenant takes a step back, steepling his hands. Like he's ready to lay out a fine theory, crafted together like a puzzle box. It looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games. Only these people were trying to automate it, make it work on radio computers. How are they planning to do that? Through call-in stations, he nods at the fireplace. None of the players have to be physically present. Anyone in the world can participate in the game as long as they have a two-way radio. Then there's the Game Master frequency that listens in on the smaller call-in stations. I think that was supposed to coordinate the stories, functioning as a master of ceremonies of sorts. His fascination has swept aside other concerns for the moment. He's a little hooked. Coordinating so many games would take a whole switchboard of people, possibly divided into sub-frequencies. Has anyone ever done this before? Not to my knowledge. They make automated games in Grad, Messina, Königstein, you know, places with industry. But I don't think anyone has attempted an Intersolary game before. Inter-Isolary. Okay, so it's like Inter-Island. That makes so much sense, finally. We just don't have the technology. And this was a role-playing game? Indeed, those Welkins are a dead giveaway. He points to the chalkboard. Role-playing people love that stuff. The world looks like a modified version of the We're All board game, with heat death thrown in. What do you think happened to the company? No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule on the chalkboard. Wow. Indeed, it's ambitious. And untethered from reality, but the lieutenant tilts his head, thinking. The world is cold and lonely. This would keep it company. Let's finish it. A half smile breaks out on his face. It's too late for that, I'm afraid, he says, looking around the derelict room. The pipes howl and a rat crosses the floor. Okay, he concludes. Let's keep moving. Alright, I'll stop shining the light in your eyes. 90 XP, baby. Feeling good about that. Money. And magnesium. Alright. Ice bear. Fred, you see a terrifying ice bear with a strange compartment in its belly. The door is covered in frost and the bear's eyes are glowing red. This ice bear is a hypercarnivore. Be careful. Crack open the door. A gust of freezing air rushes to greet you. You hear a low rumble as the bear regulates itself. This is the inside of a refrigerator. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has found the holster of his gun. Look inside the refrigerator. The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has been attached to the door. The fridge is huge. Take the note from the door. You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door. Examine one of the ice cream wrappers in there. A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate. What is a giant bear-shaped fridge doing in an abandoned cellar in this place? In the first place, sorry. Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. The lieutenant reaches for one of the wrappers. He studies it in the light. So they tried to sell ice cream from this hyper carnivore? I know, says the lieutenant. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What's even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day. The lieutenant points at the red snaky cable running from the fridge. The fridge buzzes with energy. The electricity bill on this thing must be catastrophic. Close the door. All right. An ice cream maker defrosted and unplugged. The flashlight casts a strange shadow. There is a hidden doorway here. Hell yeah. Oh, hell no. Two rusty rifles are hidden above the piping. They look inoperable. A hole in the wall. A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in. Where are we? Seems like an old bunker from the Revolutionary period. Look at those rifles. He points up at the rifles under the ceiling. Must be an old weapon cache. Or cache. I'm not sure how you say it. Look, there's a hole in the wall. Shine light on the hidden compartment. There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting. Do you want to take a look? Okay, I do. Your hand reaches into the darkness, deep into the darkness, and spider webs rummaging around. You find rusty rifles hidden away. Rifles, Kim? The lieutenant steps closer, curious. Are these any good? Inspect the rifles. Most of them are rusty and inoperable like the rest, but one catches your eye. A bolt-action model with a fine wood stock, in better cosmetic order than the others. This one looks nice. An old bell Malgrave from the Revolution. The lieutenant notes with approval. His eyes are gleaming. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way. What does this mean? A rifle here. It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez. It's an interesting coincidence, I would say. Might come in useful in the future. He likes this find. Yeah, me too. Someone has stuck some busted guns beneath the ceiling. Oh, that's the guns right there. Okay. What a creepy place we found. Frozen ice cream maker that's still running. Some more money. A Nosafed. Breaker box. 2 cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge and the black one to the ice cream maker nearby. Unplug the giant red cable. An electric sizzle. The room is slightly quieter now. Unplug the black cable. Something close to you dies with a soft electric purr. Why did you do that? I don't know why I unplugged it. I do things without any reason. I don't know. The lieutenant raises his brows, but doesn't say anything. The electric distribution board now has 1 cable missing. Okay. I don't care. I don't care about that. Ooh, insane mesh tank top. That gives you drama right there. That's what's up. Intercom wires running into the breaker box. Anything cool left in here to examine? Probably. It's a pretty big room. The wall collapsed. It's inaccessible now. Oh, great. Central furnace. A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace, coloring it pitch black. Kim, what is this thing? Is it a furnace? Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace used to heat the building. It's connected to the chimney. He opens the door and gingerly peeks inside. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire. Only dead rats. Look inside the furnace. It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness, you can hear chatter. It's coming from above. A voice or several voices talking to each other near the smoke chamber upstairs. The echo is so prominent, it's impossible to discern what the voices are saying or what's producing them. What are you doing? The lieutenant asks when he sees you climb halfway inside the furnace. I'm not sure, Kim, but I think I can hear someone talking upstairs. Wait, really? He looks up at the ceiling. We should investigate if someone's upstairs. Smear your hands with coal. A lush layer of coal now covers your skin, sinking into your wrinkles. Your hands look ancient. Still, it's good you have this dirt on you. Real men wear coal for makeup. Let's yell hello into the furnace. Oh, we're almost out of time. We'll do that and then see what happens. What the fuck? Something breaks loose in you. A mighty bellow echoes throughout the chimney's depths. The chatter of tiny voices above suddenly cease. Then, you hear a woman's voice answer. Hello, are you there? Speak to me.
Hello? Did you say anything?
Hey, we leveled up.
I can't hear you. Please come upstairs. There is a safety curtain on the second floor.
You hear a low rumble upstairs, the sound of a curtain being pulled aside. The lieutenant nods, then points upstairs. After you, officer. Hell yes, man. Okay, real quick, before we get going, power people, let's level up. And what do I want? Let's see, I think we need electrochemistry. I think I'll go with the electrochemistry. I'm going to level up electrochemistry one more time. All right. Powerful people. We have reached the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and ring the notification bell. Leave any comments you have for me in the comment section, and please share this video with everybody that you have ever heard of. Next time, powerful people, we will go upstairs and talk to that lady from the furnace. But until then, my name is Eli. You can call me Super Kid. Thank you so much for watching. Stay safe. Peace and love.